Hi Art Club kids, it's Miss Lauren. I hope you guys have had a fun week. Our project is going to be a mixed media self-portrait. And what that means is mixed media means that you're using a variety of art materials to make one project. So instead of just making a watercolor painting, you might be using watercolors and collage pieces just like we are gonna do. So I'm gonna show you an example. I already made one and I'm gonna make another one with you guys. But this was mine. So look how fun that is. So you're gonna use your cutout picture and all things fun and places that you might want to be. So I love going to the beach, so that's what I made my mixed media portrait to be. Maybe yours is Disney World or outside hiking, or maybe you like to do gymnastics and you wish you were back in the gym, because I know right now it's a little tough because we're not used to doing the things we do. Just like most of you who join me in the art studio are probably missing coming there, and I'm missing you guys too. So I thought it would be fun if we turned our mixed media portraits into somewhere we would like to be. The first step I'm going to do is to make my background, and then I'm going to show you a little clip of me adding the collage pieces into my portrait and what I'm going to do. So for my second one, since I love being outside and I love all different flowers, I started ripping some pages out of a magazine with really pretty flowers on it that I'm going to use. I think I'm also going to use some of those fun oil pastels that I brought for you guys. And I have some gems laying around, so I'm going to put some gems on mine too. So if you have any additional materials that you're thinking you might want to use, you can pull those out. But the first step is going to be to create a background for your portrait. So you can do your background however you want. If you already have an idea in your head of where your portrait is going to be, you might want to prep your background that way. So since mine was going to be fun in the sun and it was bright and sunny and beachy, I just did like a rainbow one. So for this one, since I already know in my head what I'm gonna do, I decided that I was gonna do flowers. So for my background, I think I'm gonna do teals and greens. When you do these types of paints, you're gonna add some water to them. So I'm gonna dip my brush in the clean bath so I get a fresh, clean color, and I'm gonna swirl it around. I'm gonna start with teal, which is actually one of my favorite colors. So I'm gonna start with teal. And I'm just gonna rub the teal all over my paper. And once I see it starts running out, I'll just re-swirl my brush around. And you could always add a little bit more water if it needs some more color there. They're kind of like watercolors, but they're really bright and bold. And I really like them. What's great about these is you can also blend them. And so when you have two color families and you start blending them, you make new colors, new shades. So I started with teal, and since green is also in that color family, I'm gonna blend them a little bit. You don't need too much water because you don't want it to be too wet. You still want it to look like a tempera paint. Okay, so now I have my teal on there. I'm gonna wash my brush in the dirty bath. Give it a little tap. And then we're gonna do something that's called a trampoline jump on my paper towel. So we're just gonna trampoline jump on my paper towel up and down, get that color off. And then I'm gonna dip my brush in the clean bath with fresh clean water to add my new color. And the reason I do that is so we don't mix colors and muddy them up. So I want green, and I'm gonna add my green down here. And before I blend them, I'm gonna do the bottom first so that my green stays nice and green. And you can do it however colors you would like. You don't have to copy mine because it's going to be your artwork and your portrait. So you're probably not going to be outside in a flower garden with Miss Lauren. You might be somewhere else. So you got to think about what that might look like. All right, so now I'm getting ready to blend them. So I'm just going to go right over that teal and see how it made a new shade of color. Really pretty. I'm gonna blend that a little bit halfway up. So now I actually have 3 different colors on my paper because I blended them. All right, once you're satisfied with how your background looks, you want to go ahead and let that dry, okay, before we do the next step. You can take that awesome, beautiful, amazing picture that you guys printed out. So I printed the same picture out. It's me with sunglasses on. This was actually me on vacation. And you want to make sure you print it out in black and white because it'll be really fun if you want to draw and add some accents on there yourself when you add it to your portrait. So I already cut mine out, so I have my portrait picture right there that I'm going to use. And then, like I told you before, I had cut out some pages from a magazine with different flowers on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out some of my favorites. I don't want to cover the whole portrait because I still want to be able to see my awesome background that I just made. So I'm going to cut out some of my favorite flowers to add onto there because I'm going to make kind of like picture of me in the garden with a ton of beautiful flowers all around. So I want to make sure I cut out all different colored ones. I'm going to cut out these yellow flowers. They're really, really pretty. I'm going to cut those yellow ones out too. So I already have that bright pink one there. So I have those. Let's see. Let's take a picture of this one. I like this big pink flower too, so I'm going to cut this one out. It even has a bumblebee in it, which is really pretty. Some of you might be planting gardens now that you are home with your parents. I know we planted a vegetable garden recently, and I think we're going to plant a butterfly garden, which should be really fun. So you have those 3 big flowers, and I really loved this picture, so I'm going to cut this whole thing out. So I really liked how that looked. All right. So while your portrait is drying, you can just kind of plan and arrange what you're going to do. So I have all these flowers. I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put it on my page, on my background, how they're all going to fit. I want the flowers in the background to make it look like I'm just laying in a garden really pretty. So if you don't want to just use magazine cutouts, you can cut out words and phrases. You can draw pictures yourself and cut them out. You can draw and paint right on your portrait after it dries to add a new layer. So here's mine. Okay, so there's my background. So what I'm going to do is before I glue it down is I'm just going to decide where I want to place all my pieces first. Okay, because you don't want to glue something down and then decide that you don't like it anymore. So I want you to play around with what you want to do. See where you want your flowers. I'm going to leave that blue up top because I think that looks like a really pretty sky. So I'm going to situate all my garden flowers all around me. And I may decide not to use all the pieces that I cut out. So I think I'm going to leave mine like that. And I'm going to put this one to the side. And so once I have my picture where I like it on my portrait, I'm going to go ahead and glue them all down. So you can go ahead and glue yours down. fun oil pastels, and you can add different accents that you want on there. So I thought it'd be cool if I added some green vines coming around. So I'm gonna just draw some vines out here. Maybe they're a little squiggly and swirly. Add some leaves. Let's see, I'll do some leaves on this side. We'll add some vines over here in the sky and swirl them all around. You can draw right on your picture too. You don't have to just draw on the background. You can draw on the pieces that you collaged out. You can draw right on your portrait, which makes it a lot of fun. There's another fun project that we had some chalk markers that we can do. It's really fun. I did that with my last art club kids when they decorated their journals. We used chalk markers and it was a lot of fun. So I added some vines there. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna color my sunglasses in pink. So this is just me going right, outlining on the contour lines of my sunglasses. And I'm just gonna outline them in pink. Just like I was wearing some pink shades there. Thought that would be kind of cool. So I have that. And I've always wanted to put purple highlights in my hair, so I think now would be the time to do it. So I'm gonna add some purple highlights to my hair. So I'm just gonna follow the lines on my portrait. Using my oil pastel, I'm just gonna kind of highlight and outline them. Follow the lines. Ooh, I have pretty awesome purple hair. Does anybody have dyed hair at home? I always thought it would be fun. So I'm just gonna outline mine with purple. Makes it a lot of fun. You know, it'd be cool. Maybe I should put a flower in my hair. What do you think? So I'm gonna go back and look at my pictures I cut out. Let's see if I can find a pretty flower. Oh, I got one. I got one that'll work. I'm gonna stick in my hair. I think that's a fun idea. So I'm gonna stick this pretty white flower in my hair. So your portrait should reflect you, right? It should reflect you and the things that you love and the things that you like to do, or things that make you happy, or somewhere you wish you were. Like, I know we all wish we were out doing something fun, right? So then I'm gonna make, I think I'm gonna add a sun over here in the corner with my oil pastels. I love how smooth oil pastels are. They're a lot of fun. They're one of my favorite tools to use when I'm doing my art making. They come on nice and smooth. And I'm gonna add some sun rays there. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to do it. This is your art project, right? This is your portrait. So it should reflect you and all the things that you love. It does not have to look like Miss Lauren's, okay? I want it to look like yours. I'm gonna add some clouds in the sky, I think, too. So I'm gonna add some white. And then I'm just gonna use my finger to kind of smudge them in there and make them look really clouds. That's what's fun about oil pastels. You can blend and mold them. So you can play around with that however you'd like and do it however you finish. But this is my second one. This is my garden one. This one's a lot of fun too. So I can't wait to see yours. Remember, you can use whatever materials you would like. And then when you're all done with your project, this may take 2 days, okay? You don't have to finish it all in one day. You might do the background one day, then maybe the next day you collage and add your pieces, and then the following day you might add a little bit more. It's a process. That's what process art is fun, because none of them are going to look the same, because we're all different and unique and awesome, and that's what's going to make our work or artwork different, unique, and awesome. So be sure when you're finished with your project that you go ahead and post it, because I can't wait to see it. Okay, have fun.